What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another 90-day fiance video, and this one is all about Gino and Jasmine. But before we get into it, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, every single person that is a member of Patreon, and every single person that is a subscriber of the channel. Now, of course, if you're looking for that early access content, well, feel free to become a member of the channel. If you're looking for that unrestricted content and other content that we can't put into YouTube, well, consider becoming a member of Patreon. And both links are down below in the description. But at the same time though, if you're new to the channel, well, that big red button is right there where you can subscribe all the way for free. And also on top of that is the notification bell and the like button that everybody can smash for free. But hey, with that being said though, let's not waste any more time and let's get into what Jasmine has had to say about Gino this time round.
So this is not the first time that it happened that I'm talking to Gino El Bambino. If you don't know, my lovely fiance, this guy over here, and he mentioned stuff that he's not supposed to, you know. For example, last video call he mentioned 3 times and I didn't interrupt him. I was talking about our trips to Panama. He said like, oh yes babe, because I love visiting you in Brazil and I love being in Brazil. Like, he said it 3 times, not in a row, but you know, at different times of our conversation. And then at the end I said, okay, so who you think you're talking to, babe? This is Jasmine, your fiance from Panama. Ouch, it hurts. And very common in Gino, he gaslighted me. You know, he said, no, I never said that. So I decided to sing the song for Gino. In Portuguese, it's a very famous song in Brazil.
Ladies and gentlemen, put down all of your devices. Silence everything, because I'm about to perform the lyrics in the caption, okay? And trust me when I tell you, this is a hidden talent that I've always had. I don't like to really show, but I'm about to sing to you exactly what he said on the side, okay? So trust me when I tell you, put everything down, mute everything, and then once I sing the song, I'm then gonna break down my thoughts on Jasmine's, well, on what she said basically. But hey, let's have a look. Let's get into it. X Factor, Britain's Got Talent, American Got Talent, watch out for me, I'm coming for you. So, in tears left the one who only made me cry. In tears left the one who only made me cry. And he will cry recalling this love that he didn't know how to care for. And he will cry recalling this love that he didn't know how to care for. And this memory will never leave him. And this memory will always be with me. Dance, sun, and sea. I will never forget that love makes one lose and find. I'll be dancing the lambada to recall the love which one day for a while ruled our hearts. And this memory will never leave him. And this memory will always be with me. Boy, the range on that was nice. You see, you hear the range. I told you to silence everything because the vocals were going down. Hidden talent. You don't need to tell me how good I am. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to know about it because I already know about it. But nonetheless though, let's get into this video. So here's the thing that I'm struggling to fathom when it comes to Jasmine. What was her actual point of the video? Because you see, she speaks about how Gino was referencing Brazil rather than Panama. So my first thought was, so is she making this video to expose that maybe he has been unloyal? Is she making this video to expose that maybe he's speaking to his ex again from Brazil that he was originally married to? Because we know that Gino has a tendency to send pictures to females in the past of his current female, because that is something that we did see on 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days when Jasmine made a whole hoo-ha about it, but still decided to stay with him, which is why a lot of people still question what are her real intentions. Is she still with Gino because she really wants that green card? And then on the other side, I say to myself, if you're not making this video to expose that maybe you two are about to break up or you two have broken up because Gino has gaslighted you once again, because she did say that this is not the first time. So that means he has referenced Brazil multiple times in the past, but yet she stays with him. And Jasmine's always referring to herself as a strong, independent woman who's got values that are X, Y, and Z, but yet she still stays with a guy that keeps gaslighting her. But listen, I did make a video once upon a time about Jasmine, about her behavior throughout the season itself in particular. And if you haven't seen that video because you're new, well, go check it out and I'll give you much more in depth of my opinions when it comes to Jasmine itself in particular. But then I sit here and I say to myself, if you're not looking to leave him, why would you make a video about him gaslighting you? What is the purpose? Is it because you're trying to stay relevant? Is it because you just love the clout, you love the attention? Because as far as I'm concerned, if she isn't looking to leave him, and she has no intentions in any kind of way, well then what is the actual benefit of her actually exposing him for saying Brazil multiple times and done it before, and you're still with him? And this is the thing you see with Jasmine. I don't care how much people like her, but for some reason people have grown to get more and more fond of her since the season is over. The matter of fact is though, this woman is a sly, slippery snake who definitely only has one intention, and that is for her to get that green card. And once she gets it, she's either one, going to leave Gino, or two, she's probably going to make his life even more hell, because one thing that we can never deny is that she loves control. Her whole attitude when it comes to Gino is treating him as if he is a kid. And that is something that she has done throughout the season, and something that she continues to do now, because here's the thing. If she was an adult, you would imagine that she would have obviously had this conversation with Gino and they would have resolved it. But the saddest thing is that this isn't even the first time that she said this has happened. So you would imagine, as someone that's an adult, someone that portrays herself as a strong person, you would have thought she would have said, listen, do you know what? We're calling it quits. But she hasn't done that. She'd rather come online and tell us that, hey, Gino's been gaslighting me again. It's funny though, she talks about how Gino's been gaslighting her again, but yet she's out here tagging him in this post, exposing them to everybody else. And isn't that also gaslighting as well? Like, when are we gonna grow up? I mean, for Jasmine and Gino, I mean, Gino, we know he's never gonna grow up, he's a kid. But Jasmine, you'd think that someone who was in a profession of teaching children and XYZ, she would know how to conduct herself, but instead she'd rather be online talking and talking and talking for the sake of relevancy. But nonetheless though, let me know what you are thinking down below in the description. But like I said before, subscribing is free, liking the video is free, but of course if you want the early access, become a member. Or if you want that unrestricted content and other content, become a member of, well, Patreon. Both links are down below in the description. Like, subscribe, and peace. I already said that, but yeah, peace.